A happy ending for one Davenport veteran after a Local 4 News story brought out community support. It's tonight's top story. We first told you about Ken and Keith Anders about 2 weeks ago. Management at Summer Ridge Apartments wanted the two veterans out by the end of the month. The brothers were finding it difficult to find a new home before their deadline, and to make things even more challenging, they both had serious medical issues. Ken is terminally ill. Well, tonight we're thanking you for our happy ending. Local 4's Tahera Rahman joins us now in the studio with how the Quad Cities responded to our story. Tahera.
James, when I sat down with Ken 2 weeks ago, he was afraid of dying alone on the streets. Since then, more than a dozen of you have reached out to Local 4 News to find out how you can help. And today, I sat down with a much happier, hopeful veteran. Until a few days ago, Ken Anders had no idea what his future held.
Days away, really absolutely no idea of where I was going to be.
At the start of the month, Ken and his brother, both veterans, were at the verge of homelessness. Management at Summer Ridge Apartments refused to renew their lease. But just minutes after we shared his story, viewers started reaching out.
A big relief.
And the Quad Cities started coming together.
Some of the nurses at my doctor's office saw me on the news. They told the doctor he put together a care team for me.
Iowa State Representative Phyllis Thiede called Local 4 News to connect Ken with the Open Door program, where coordinator Tammy Trice took action.
What my coordinator did was call that and verify it and say, are you not renewing their lease? And their answer was yes, we're not. So then right away she gets started because this is a crisis. They need a place to stay.
Within a few days, Trice secured a new home for the brothers.
They more or less put a rush on things. And I was surprised how fast the application process went.
And while one Quad Citian was finding the brothers a home, another was at work to make sure they got there.
Originally, I saw your news piece, Channel 4's news piece on Ken, and it kind of struck a tone to me.
Leo Kahlberg is with Downrange Excursions, a network of veterans helping other veterans.
I got you, man. I'll take care.
And that's just what these men did.
We're going to facilitate his move. We're going to get a bunch of our volunteers partnered with a Penske truck right here in DeWitt. They're going to provide a moving truck. So we'll be able to get everything moved out of here and moved into his next place and get him set up.
A community responding to a call.
We don't hesitate. If there's a need, we get right on it.
If I can help somebody along the way, then my living is not in vain.
To keep this veteran and his brother off the streets.
Thank you. Even it was just prayers, you know, that's so much more than I could ever expect.
Ken and Keith will be moving out on Tuesday morning. Downrange Excursions is also planning a fishing trip with Ken and Keith. They connect veterans with the outdoors as a form of therapy. In the studio, Tahera Rahman, Local 4 News.